morning, folks. Welcome back to the farm. It is a very, very wet morning this morning. We got rain. Boy, did we ever. We got lots of rain, man. Oh, man. Last night it just came down. It wasn't big raindrops. There was just lots of them, and they were really close together. But we're thankful for it because it's going to warm up to like 26 degrees on the weekend here, which means all this green stuff. Good morning, Mr. Rooster. This green stuff is just gonna take right off, and we're in the grass growing business, right? That's what we want. Pasture raised chicken, grass fed lamb, that's where it's at. So the other day I was looking at our water trough thinking, boy, I'm probably gonna have to fill that. And then this little bit of rain come through and filled it right up again for us. So this actually works fantastic because it just catches rainwater off the shop roof. And we really don't have any input. I've been kind of contemplating putting a float water with a garden hose over the garden hose connection. It's just right there. It wouldn't be a big deal. But so far, all through the winter, even just melted snow kept that thing full. So it's actually working fantastic. Anyways, what's new? Well, yesterday we ran over to Bloom Enterprises and grabbed another 1,800-pound bag of chicken feed. Boy, those things are heavy, heavy, heavy. 5 pails of sheep molasses, and Robin gave me a pail of blackstrap molasses to mix in with her chicken feed. Well, what's that all about? So the guy that distributes the molasses has this theory that you can somehow increase egg production by adding molasses to your chicken feed. And maybe that's true, maybe that's not. There's only one way to find out, and that's conduct an experiment. So yesterday we had 46 eggs out of the chicken house. I mixed up a pail of feed, soaked it, and added a half a cup of blackstrap molasses. Now, I was really contemplating going back to fermenting feed. We didn't ferment feed all through the winter because it's wet, and you feed it and it freezes and you waste a ton, and anything you're trying to gain, you're just further behind. But now's a good time of year to start fermenting again. And I thought, well, if we add molasses to the fermenting process, we're going to do one of two things. We're either going to create alcohol, or we're gonna blow up a pail of feed in the shop, and it's gonna be an almighty mess. And I don't really want either one of those things to happen, but I can add that molasses after the feed is soaked, and then just mix it up. And so that's what we did. So let's go ahead and feed these chickies their breakfast. Come on, chickens. Chickens. Well, it definitely stuck together more than I thought it would, but I got it all out of the bucket anyways. You see in the bottom of the bucket, there's still a little bit of molasses in there. But they seem to love it, so that's a positive sign. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to work on the mixing part, I think. So it's more consistent throughout. I don't want one chicken to get a whole bunch of molasses and end up just getting raging diarrhea. That would be unfortunate, to say the least. So I just brought the piggies their breakfast there, and got me thinking, we've had a few people have asked, like, why do we not raise pasture pork? Like, we have pasture chicken, and we grass feed our sheep, and well, why don't we do this with the pigs? Well, we did contemplate last year, actually, because we have a forested section down there, of taking some electric netting down there and just seeing how it would work out, and let them do some tilling, let them do some work. But the thing is we're so new to pigs on such a small scale. I mean, we're learning every day, and learning, sometimes learning is like learning how incompetent you actually are. And so, oh boy, they just dumped their food over. So I have this, fear and common sense, and a couple of Justin Rose videos tells me that if I just take them down to the forest there and put some electro netting up, that they're gonna get out. There'll be the solar charger will shit the bed, or they'll push dirt up against the netting and then it'll ground out and they'll get out in another spot. Or maybe coyotes will come through and scare the living daylights out of them, and then they'll just run right through it. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. And maybe it's illogical, but for now they're here. They're well fed. They're well watered, and I know where they're at. Whereas down there, it's a little bit farther away from the house, and I'd have to make a significant effort to go down there every day, a couple times a day, just to make sure they're doing good. And I just, yeah, I'm not quite comfortable with it yet. Well, anyways, molasses and egg production. I don't know if it's a thing or not. I guess we'll find out. But if we're gonna get a whole bunch of extra eggs, we're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna actually do with them. Well, yeah, we can put them in there, but there's more there than needs to be there. So I think it's time to maybe think about seriously going on a diet. What better way to start that off than go on an egg fast? What's an egg fast? I think you basically just eat eggs for a week straight. Might as well give that a try too. Really though, I don't think there's any great secret to the old egg fast. It's just replacing cinnamon buns with eggs. There's not a whole lot of bad stuff in here. And you don't have to dig very deep in a cinnamon bun to find something that really isn't that great for you. Well, I just came back from another farm. They had an auction there the other day, and we bid on a couple of items. And as you can see, we are the winners of a livestock rack. So I think this would typically go on the back of a truck. But I was looking at this and I thought, man, like, 'cause it's got this little gate up front, and it's 6 by 8. It'd make a really good little handling pen, you know. So I think I might do some chop shop and stuff right around the back here, and make an actual swing gate. And I think it's cool because it fits so well on our little ATV trailer here that I don't want to say this has found its permanent home, but we don't really use the quad trailer anymore for anything. We don't even have the quad anymore, and the side-by-side we have pretty much just stays on the farm or goes in the horse trailer. So I might do some fab work and just see if this thing bolts right to the trailer, and it could just live there. It could be our little sheep moving thing. And if we ever needed to sort sheep out in the field somewhere, we could haul it out, pull it off, set up a couple panels. Might just be a game changer. The other thing we got, which isn't really a game changer, but no, we didn't get a new dog. That's still the same old dog. We got a feeder and a mineral tub all in one. So I thought this was pretty handy. The one we got down in the field south of the house there is thundered. It looks like it went through the rinse cycle a few times. Basically the bulls have just been hammering on it, and it can only withstand so much. So this one's a little bit more heavy duty, and if they do rip all the plastic out, the previous owner had a really good idea and just put some wood in there, and you could easily replicate that for about $7,000 at the price of lumber right now. But I think this will last us for a few years. Well, if I thought it was raining hard before, that was nothing. It is absolutely downpouring here right now, but I had to run out to the shop to grab 3 dozen eggs. I'm gonna get on this egg diet thing. I better get some ready. So I'm gonna run in the house, throw some in the Instant Pot there, and fix up a batch of pickled eggs. Well, you think you know how much 3 dozen eggs is until it's time to peel them all. 36 eggs later, yeah, my hands are cramping up. But got them all made up. They're in their jars, they're back in the fridge. So yeah, like I said, tweak of the recipe, it was, 12 cups of vinegar, 3 cups of water, 12 teaspoons of pickling spice, as much dill as I could legally put in one container, and 4 teaspoons of salt, and 1.5 cups of sugar. I think that was everything that was in there. So we shall see in about 5 or 6 days how that turned out. It's a bit of a different recipe from the last one I used. Oh, I had an onion in there too. Yes, last time I put red onion in there, Carmen just bought a red onion today, and so I was like, well, I don't really want to use that because she probably bought it for a reason. She's probably got something she's gonna cook. But we had a white onion in the fridge, so use that. So that might add a little bit stronger flavor to it. But I guess, like I said, we'll see in a few days. So I'm just heading off to do evening chores here now. I've got a big pail of kitchen scraps for the pigs, and you can see the weather that's coming in here. Whatever that is over there does not look like a good time for me. So I'm gonna hurry and get these pigs fed
and then we'll go count the eggs from today. Obviously, I don't think first day having molasses is going to make a big difference to the egg count, if any difference at all. I think that's going to be maybe a bit of a long game. But for the sake of science, we're going to count anyways. Well, so as far as science is concerned, I did collect the eggs. We got all today's there. There is actually only 45 today. So there's 46 yesterday, 45 today. But who knows, they might have laid one up underneath one of the canoes, or maybe just having an off day. Day one of the experiment, you really can't bank on a whole bunch of results that quick. So we'll just keep a count over the next couple weeks and see if anything happens. But anyways, for now, I'm getting wet. So it's time to go inside, make myself a cup of tea. So I'll let you go for now. I hope you have a fantastic evening. We'll see you tomorrow.